Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a closer look at the VARIO 1918 37mm edition of one of their newest releases, which was on Kickstarter and had a really good outcome. So congratulations to them. Full disclosure, this watch was sent to me. I do not have to send it back, hence I hit the sponsored promotion box, which I always do when someone sends me a watch and says you can keep it and wear it and enjoy it. I will still give you my honest opinion and thoughts. So I'll get that out there right now. Anyway, getting into this watch, there's a bunch of different variations. It's actually on pre-order still on their website, shipping at the end of this month, I believe, for $325 or something like that. So you can definitely check out their website. We'll drop a link in the description below. As you can see, getting a little closer, a very classic trench style watch. We even have it on the bund, which I think the 37mm looks great on the bund. The larger one I would not put on the bund. I would put it on the other two straps that the watch came with, which I'll show you in a little bit. But I think this size looks perfect on the bund strap because it really brings out the watch. And this is kind of how it was meant to be worn back in the day. So yeah, VARIO is a company based in, I believe, Singapore. And they make a lot of cool watches. Very interesting watches, interesting designs, a lot of vintage kind of older styles. This one is definitely true to form. As you can see, those cathedral style hands, those numerals, that white enamel dial. Just really nice. So let's see what the box came in and let's see what it's all about. With your VARIO watch, you will receive this pretty cool warranty card with an old soldier helmet, back to the old soldier days when they actually used these watches, which is pretty cool. It's a 1-year warranty. Comes in this pod, which they do sell separately also, I believe I saw on their Instagram, labeled V. Inside you can store your watch if you want. You won't be able to store it on the bund, but on the other straps you'll be able to. Polishing cloth as well. And yeah, also comes with these two extra straps, which I'll show you. These are VARIO single pass straps. So you can see kind of a Tudor style here. Kind of nylon material here. Then we have a soft, genuine leather suede front, which are actually pretty good quality, custom signed buckles as well. But for me, like I said, on this size, on my 6.75 inch wrist, I'm definitely going to be using it on the bund band. But you do have options. You do have options, which is always a good thing. The solid 316L stainless steel case itself measures 37mm in diameter. In terms of case thickness, you're looking at 10mm. Nice circular brushing all around the case, which looks very classic. The finishing is actually very good on this model. The dial is enamel, like I stated earlier. This is the white version. And we do have loomed numerals in hands, which is pretty cool. We have a sub-seconds down at the 6 o'clock position, which does hack. I will get into the movement in a little bit. 18mm between the lugs. Lug to lug, you're looking at 45mm, so it wears very nice on the wrist. You know, a lot of people are looking to go smaller nowadays, so it makes sense. One thing I really do like about this watch is the crown over there at the 4 o'clock position is screwed down for 100 meters of water resistance, meaning this is capable of going in the pool. Which is pretty cool. You know, most style watches like this, kind of, you know, editions of older watches brought back are not really 100 meters water resistant. So good on them for that. I think that'll help a lot in people's decision to buying this watch. Now, the crystal is a double domed sapphire crystal with inner anti-reflective coating. It's very legible, as you can see. Even with the light on it, there's not much glare. So very legible dial with those large numerals and those large cathedral hands, which are really nicely set. No issues there. There have not been any quality control issues so far. Getting into the movement, we have the Miyota 8S25, which is an automatic gilt movement with Côte de Genève, even though you can't see it, because the case back is covered with a nice design, which I'll show you in a little bit. This movement does have hacking, hand winding, 21 joules, does beat at 3 Hertz, and about a 40-hour power reserve. So it's not a bad movement. They're pretty accurate, they're robust, they're going to last pretty much a lifetime without regular service intervals. Now, to actually look at the watch, I have to pull it out of the bund style so we can take a look at the actual watch, get you a little closer in here. Nice wire lugs here, as you can see. Signed VARIO crown. And that nice brushing, as you can really see there, which is really nice. No errors or anything like that. Flipping over to the case back. Whoa. What is that? Okay, so we have a circular brushed screw down case back with a nice design with, I believe that's a ship. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, so it's actually not a ship. It's actually a man holding a rifle, as you can see, with some flowers around it, which is pretty cool. Very detailed, very nice. Yeah, very nicely finished. If I were you, I'd keep the case back sticker on so you don't ruin it. I always do that with all my watches until it gets so wet and gunk goes underneath it that I peel it off, just like any watch. But yeah, very cool case back, very cool. Now the bunch strap itself is actually very good quality. You have two keepers here, a 316L stainless steel brushed Vario buckle. You also do have nice buckles over here. These do not come off unless you want to unscrew them. I believe you can if you really wanted to, but there's no need to that. So basically the bunch strap, as you can see, there's a piece of leather under here. You put this through here, so you can see there, and that comes around there. As you can see, it looks very nice. This straps and conforms very nicely around your wrist, you can see there. So you're not going to have any issue with the band conforming to your wrist. You can see it conforms to any style wrist due to the leather conforming to your wrist. It's very soft and supple leather. And on the case back, not the case back, the back of the band, it is stamped with Vario, but very smooth suede material on the back side, which is very nice. It's very comfortable. Now getting into the movement, I'm going to have to take this off. If you want to adjust the movement, you're going to have to pop this one out. So you can see here, so I can get to the actual crown here. So let's check out the movement crown action. So you can see we have some grip on this crown at the 4 o'clock, kind of pokes out there. It is screwed down. Pop it out, nice pop. Self-winding. Pretty smooth for an 8S25. So you can see that second sub-dial at 60 seconds running. One position, we do get hacking as you can see. We can set the time here. Okay, let's set it to 10:10. Very nice railroad track as well on the chapter ring, near the chapter ring over here. Pretty reminiscent of the old style trench watches. Screw that back down, no issues at all. Very nice finish, very nice smooth finish. They definitely stepped their finishing game up from one of their prior watches I reviewed a couple of years ago. So good on them for that. And yeah, let's see how it looks on my wrist. My wrist is 6.5, 6.75 inches during the summer as it swells, but I should have no issue, especially on this band, which can accommodate at least up to an 8.5 inch wrist, I believe, or even bigger than that. And it should be pretty comfortable. I have tried it on already, obviously, but it is pretty comfortable. Let me throw it on my 6.75 inch wrist. We'll give you a look. There she sits on my 6.5 inch wrist, and I must say, I thought the bund was going to wear much bigger, but it really doesn't, and it's actually really, really comfortable. Very compact. This thing is not leaving my wrist. Even if one side pops off like a NATO, the other side will still hold on, so you're never going to lose your watch, which is always a good thing. As you can see across the wrist, well, the watch fits perfectly. Of course, the bund goes all the way around. No need to break in this band. I think it looks perfect as it is. And yeah, just a very classic look. Something that is definitely going to get some chatter from other watch geeks if you see them out in public. Now getting to the actual lume on this watch. The lume is very good. If you didn't know, back in the day, they used radioactive painted lume, which had some issues. we'll get into that in a different video. On this watch, they're actually using non-radioactive, non-fading Swiss lume. It glows green. It's pretty strong, actually. It's on all the numerals. It's on the hands. And it's actually really good. I was quite surprised by the actual lume on this watch. Let me shine up the torch, we'll put the light on it, and we'll see how good it actually is. Here you go with a nice lume shot. As you can see, everything is nice, evenly applied. The hands and the numerals. The hands are a bit brighter than the numerals. I guess there's a bit more space to apply on there, but it's pretty nice as you can see. It's definitely very legible at night, as you can see there. Definitely a very legible watch. I think the lume is just perfect for a watch of this style. So furthermore, guys, what do I think of the VARIO 1918 at a price of $328 pre-order? I think it's a pretty good deal. You know, you're getting a nice little box. You're getting a watch that you're not going to really see much of out there in the watch industry. I mean, of course, there are other brands that produce watches similar to this, such as Zenith, and you know, old style trench watches that are brought back, or trench style. A lot of the old trench watches actually look like some of the older pilot style watches as well. They're a bit different though. But yeah, this definitely has its own unique style and unique flair to it. I think they did a pretty good job on the case cut and finish. The quality control seems good on my end. I think they did a good job picking out the actual strap. This bun strap is very nice. Of course, if you're going to go for the style, you have to put a nice bun strap on it, or it would kind of ruin the whole theme, I think. But they did a pretty good job. Yeah, so good on them for that. Like I said, 37 millimeters is good for me. I think if I got the bigger one, I would be mad. But I think 37 is good for me. If you have a 7-inch wrist and up, I'd say maybe go for the bigger one. But for me, I think this style and the size is perfect. There's no quality control issues. I think the price is right. It's a pretty decent brand, and a lot of people are really liking their stuff. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As usual, this is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews with the new VARIO 1918. I will see you guys in the next one. Definitely hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ask me a question if you have one. I will see you soon. Bye.